Hello everyone, I am Mars, otherwise known as Blue as Pog, and I've decided to up my recording game. I'm going to start recording some unedited videos during the week, then I'll try to push out some higher quality edited videos over the weekend. And today's topic is the cookie controversy, which is about this item right here, the booster cookie. Now, the controversy actually started on Twitter, not on hypixel, because Simon was talking to some other YouTubers on Twitter about IRL trading. He's saying how it's gotten so bad that he was considering making IRL trading legal, and then he would basically pocket the money. And this was supposed to be used for content updates, hiring new admins, etc. Well, a lot of people were really upset about this. They thought, oh, he's just going to pocket the money, we're not going to get any content updates. It's going to be the same old story. And, a lot of people took it as a joke. A lot of people said they would quit. And then the update actually happened, and a lot of people quit. A lot of people stuck to their word. And, they thought it was because the skyblock community would just go to trash, essentially. And I'm going to talk about, the good points of this, the bad points, and some other important things about the controversy. I'm just going to talk about the controversy a little bit. So, a lot of people saw this as a joke towards Cookie No Rookie, because it was found out that he IRL traded at one point. It was a long time ago, so he never received punishment for it. And at this point, I don't think he should. It's so far past whenever it actually happened. And if you are a Cookie No Rookie sim, and you don't believe me, you can go search it up on the forums. I believe the guy was named XHawks that he bought from. I'm not entirely sure. Don't really care at this point. And there's a lot of skill grinders that had mixed feelings about this. The high level skill grinders, they didn't like this update because it gave a 20% skill XP boost. So, a lot of the work that they did, they felt like it was a slap in the face. And then, the lower tier skill grinders saw this as amazing because they can grind their skills up a lot quicker. And then there was also the God Potion item, which essentially made Splash servers pointless. Because, Foxier, 2NFG, they both had their own Splash servers. Well, Foxier's server died off. 2NFG, Bald Splashes, was still very active. But then this just completely destroyed it. Why would you spend, I believe I was paying like 1.5 mil a week. Why would I spend that whenever I can just use the bits that I earn from my cookie? And there were a lot of good things about this update, I believe. Obviously there's a lot more content. A whole lot more content. Content updates are actually being pushed out fairly quickly now. And they seem to actually be quality content updates. Besides the whole spooky fishing fiasco with Mind Tricks and everybody else getting banned and people abusing the system, for the most part the updates have been pretty much flawless. I mean, there have been a few little bugs, but not anything to cry home about. And, there's more staff. They've hired so much more staff. And that's shown that Simon really does care about this community. He really wants to see the community do well. It isn't just him trying to sneak in more cash. You know, obviously he does run a business, but he does seem to actually care about the community as well. And, you know, one of the biggest admins that they were able to get was XHawks. That's the biggest one that I can think of, anyways. The reason why I think of it XHawks is because he's an actual skyblock player. He's been in a lot of skyblock videos with Time Dio and that whole gang. And he's somebody who actually has played skyblock. He's somebody who represents the skyblock community. You know, this is great. You know, we're actually able to get content that skyblock players will actually like, not just some random update. Also, there's quicker bug reporting. I reported a bug several months back where you could get 24 minion slots without ever crafting a minion. This took, I believe it was 2 to 3 months to get a response back from. And the response was so vague I had to test it to make sure that they fixed it, which is absolutely ridiculous. That shows how little staff they had at the time. I think if they had more staff and originally, you know, IRL trading wouldn't be as rampant as it was. But, you know, that's besides the point. And I reported a bug, I want to say a week ago. I got a response back within 3 hours. 3 hours. Went from 2 months to 3 hours. Yeah, that's a massive, massive difference. You know, it's insane how much of a difference that is. And you know, for the most part, this update actually did stop IRL trading. You know, the people that didn't want to get banned didn't IRL trade anymore. I mean, these people might have IRL traded in the past, but now they just buy booster cookies. And the reason why is because they don't want to get banned. They probably have a lot of time invested into the game. You know, they'd rather spend the extra money to make sure that they don't get banned. Now, the fact is, there are still a lot of people that illegally IRL trade, and that's the bad part. You know, it didn't completely stop IRL trading. And even though they're pushing out content updates, it seems a lot of the illegal IRL traders are being forgotten about. The botters are being forgotten about, and it's taking forever to get them banned. You know, you can find a botter in a lobby and it might take a week or two still to get them banned. I think that's something that I would rather have less content updates and more of them taking care of those people. You know, those people ruin the community. They ruin prices of things, they ruin everything. But, you know, they're pushing out more content. A lot of the content I care less about, like the spooky event. You know, I didn't like the original spooky event. I don't like the new spooky event. You know, the fishing update was awesome. You know, there's a lot of updates that I really do like, but there's some that care less. And, you know, splash guilds are pointless at this point. You know, it goes back to the same thing as splash servers. There's literally no point. So a lot of these guilds, these splash guilds, are having issues because of this. You know, guilds like Atlantica, guilds like, I believe Money Moves was a big one. I never personally joined a splash guild. I didn't see the point. I'd rather just pay some money. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. And, you know, there's so many people that quit because of this update. Or the combination of this update and the Dungeons update. You know, the hype from the Dungeons update was insane, and then whenever it released, a lot of people were disappointed. Some really loved the Dungeons update, but a lot were disappointed as well. And, you know, I had a lot of friends quit because of this update, specifically the cookie update. And, you know, it's upsetting to see all of your close friends just leave the game because of one update. And, you know, I wish they would have stayed, but I get it, you know. And a lot of the top guilds suffered because of this. You know, because of the God Potion, because of the boost cookie itself, and people quitting because of dungeons being the new in-game content. And, you know, my own guild, Skyborn, had to do a merger with Flexing Chimps, because both guilds were starting to die off. Now Flexing Chimps is back to 100%, and Skyborn is recovering. So, you know, things are getting better for both guilds. But there is another guild, known as Sapphire, who decided to capitalize on all of these guilds having issues. Their GM, KK_magic, decided he would offer a lot of these guilds merger opportunities. And, you know, essentially if they didn't accept, then they were the only reason they didn't want to merge is they were toxic, or just essentially any reason that he could state. You know, even if it was him that was chasing after the merger, he would still say, oh, we didn't want to merge with them, they were toxic. And they made it to the number 6 spot, then people saw through it, and eventually the guild kind of died. Now it's like a community guild, I guess you could call it. And then my own previous guild, Oopsie, had a lot of issues as well. You know, a lot of people weren't happy about this update. You know, for me, personally, I think the update's great. You know, I like to see new content. I like to see that they're improving the game. And, you know, it does upset me that a lot of my friends left. But, the one thing I do have an issue with is botters. They're still out there. They're still rampant. IRL Trading is still active and well. And I would like to see them add a little bit more, you know, moderation for that. You know, I'd rather less content and more people getting banned for doing illegal stuff. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a dislike. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you would like to see less of me talking, or if you'd like to see more skyblock related videos, just let me know. See ya.